Hey, this is Jennifer from Paper This and That. I came here today to show you a frugal tip on unmounting your wooden stamps. Now I've got a bunch here that's all ready to go to be mounted on foam, cling foam. I did do a few already and they work great. Now, here is my tip. And I still have a bunch here that I got to finish cleaning up to get ready to go on to be mounted. But what I wanted to show you is I have just a little bit of this left. This is the Easy Mount Stampin' Store. This is, and I don't have a whole lot of this left, and you could see obviously I have a ton of stamps, and this isn't all of them. I still have a few, not very many, but I still have a few that's still on the wooden blocks that I want to get off. Okay, so I have a lot of stamps here that I want to be able to use with my Misti, and you can see here's a couple that I've been testing. But what I have found is that this stuff is really expensive. Okay, on the cheap side, including shipping and everything, for an 8.5 by 11 sheet, it's going to cost probably a little over $4 a sheet. Okay, now I have discovered a way to make my own, and I'm going to try it out with you guys for the first time and see if this is going to work. I've got some sheets of fun foam. They are thinner than the regular, but I know that regardless there'll be no issues with using them on an acrylic block. But with my Misti, I may have to use that foam insert that comes with it. My black foam insert's around here somewhere. But anyhow, that is going to bother me that I don't see my foam insert here right now. Oh, there it is. Under my stacks of scrap cardstock. This is the insert that comes that you're supposed to use with cling mounted stamps. The thicker stamps that you come off a wooden block with the Misti. But you need a sheet of fun foam. This I picked up at Walmart. I picked up a package of it. And this is 11 by 12. Or no, I'm sorry, 9 by 12. These are 9 by 12 sheets. They are larger than the fun foam sheets. Okay? But these are 9 by 12. And they cost about 50 cents a sheet. And then this here is actually vinyl. Or, I mean, window cling from Cricut. And I've had this in my stash and never used it. I had all kinds of plans for Halloween and stuff for it. But I've got another use for it. And I'm sure that there's some other brands of window cling out there that would be cheaper to use. But this is what I had on hand. And for a roll of this, which is, I think I want to say it is 11 by 48, which means if these are 12 inches, and as you can see, it fits just fine on here. You can get 4 sheets out of this, 4 sheets worth, and a roll of this runs roughly around $5. So I did the math. To create my own foam sheets, it would cost about $2 a sheet versus $4 or more a sheet. of the other stuff. Okay. I've been trying to debate on how I wanted to do this. Do I just want to cover the whole sheet and then cut it? I thought about that, and I don't think that's the ideal thing. I'm going to have to do it stamp by stamp. So, this is how I would go about doing this. And you guys get to be my guinea pigs and get to try this out with me. Oh, and I should also mention, I don't know how long this video is going to be. But here's a background stamp I'm going to try it on. I figured this would be the easiest, the least amount of crazy cutting to do on film. So what I'm going to do is, it stays right nicely in place. I'm just going to, on my fun foam, just cut around this. It's slightly larger, not by much, but just slightly larger than the stamp itself. Maybe I want to cut it a little bit closer. So I want it to be as close to the right size as possible. So I don't want any sticky stuff sticking out. But that looks pretty good. So I'll put that piece of fun foam aside. And I've got some score tape. You could probably use liquid glue or something like that. But I'm going to use score tape for this for right now. And I've had this roll of score tape forever, and I use it often. So it does last me a while. So I'm not worried about the cost of the score tape. But saying that it's cost me just under $4 a sheet is probably pretty accurate, including the cost of that would include the cost of the strips of score tape. I think it comes to like about $4.50, maybe $4.60 or something like that. I didn't include shipping since you could get window cling at most craft stores or probably hardware stores or something, and fun foam at Walmart or the dollar store or whatever. I got my fun foam at Walmart. I got my window cling at Joann's. And the trick is also to watch for sales on this stuff too. So you could get a sale. I'm just trying to burnish my score tape real well. If you could get like your fun foam and the vine on the window cling on sale, then you'll save even. That'll bring the cost down even more. And when I bought my window cling, I know I did not pay $5 or $6 a roll because I got it on sale. But I did a search online, and it said like at Michael's it was like $5 or $4 and somewhat cents for a thing of window cling. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and mount this on the back here, trying to line it up the best that I can. Okay, there's my foam stuck to my stamp. Now, what I'm going to do is I guess it really doesn't matter which side is up. But I think it'd be easier to stamp on the paper side. So if I make a mistake here, because I'm doing this live, I'm not practicing first. I'm going to ink my stamp up. Because I'm all about getting the most for my buck with as little waste as possible. Yeah, I'm inking this up off camera. I'm out of screen, I should say. Actually, you know what? I want it on the other. I do want it on the thing side because I want this to be visible on the back of my stamp, so I know what stamp it is. So I got this inked up. Not sure how well I got it inked. Maybe I'll go the extra mile and do a little bit more inking. This is a gray stamp, as you can see here. So it really makes it difficult to tell for sure. But I'm going to line this up as close as I can in the corner here. It's not going to be the perfect stamp. I can see that already. And I got ink over here where I didn't want it. And this stays on, so it's probably not going to come off. But let me lift up my stamp. Not the perfect impression, but it's not the worst either. I can at least tell somewhat what my stamp is. So I could get this cut out. I didn't want to have to stamp this twice, but I didn't want it smearing. So what I'm doing now is I'm cutting this out of the window cling. The idea here is to use as little material as possible. There's a little smudge there, but I'm not worried about that. Okay. And then, just hoping that might take a couple minutes to dry, but I am impatient. I am just taking that backing off. Okay. And then, that's why I got the newspaper here for too. I'm going to get some more score tape. Again, you could probably use liquid glue. I would not use anything like a tape runner, like snail adhesive or ATG, because you want something that is going to stick. You want something kind of strong. That's why I would say liquid glue. Liquid glue takes longer to dry. This is instant, the score tape. And for video purposes and my impatientness, I am using score tape. Yeah, when I get into doing some more with the fun foam, mounting more stamps, I might go over to liquid, a strong liquid glue. We're already at 14 minutes, almost 15, so I don't want to make this video too long. But you do want plenty of adhesive on this. Okay, we'll put my score tape aside. And then it burnishes real good. Take off. going to try to limit this to 20 minutes. I know even at 20 minutes, that is a long video for some people. But if this helps you save money, I guess it's worth it, huh? I know, I was so excited to see this. I saw only one other YouTube video of a crafter that did something like this. The vinyl that she had, I don't know where she got it, but it was a clear window, clean window thing that you stick on your windows. It was clear. I don't know where she got it. Let me see which side should be up. Let's see, where's pumpkin? The word pumpkins. Okay, word pumpkins is up here. So this is where I want to lay the orientation. Be careful not to do that. Okay. That was my own little goof up there. I just goofed that up. You guys saw me do a goof. Saw me goof. And I lost my adhesive right here. I think this is the only disadvantage to using the score tape. You got to get it right the first time. Yeah, this window cling is not the easiest. I think the next time I will just use liquid glue. See if I can straighten that out. Okay, there's not too bad. I can still tell pretty much what the stamp is. I think I would probably use liquid glue next time. And then I am just going to take my scissors. There's some overlap here because window cling wanted to really stick to the score tape. And things didn't want to cooperate with me quite right. So I've even heard some people say that you want it to be smaller than your area that you are smaller than your stamp. I don't know how true that is, but I'm just trying to neaten this up a little bit. I probably could do that later. But there's my stamp. Now the moment of truth. I am going to put a new sheet of cardstock because I already was testing this on other. But I'm going to put a new sheet in my Misti. Okay. Then I'm just going to set my stamp down on there. Close the lid. See if this picks it up. And it does. I can see a couple little pieces of I got my tweezers around here somewhere, but I can see a couple little pieces of window cling in there. The tweezers are here somewhere. There they are. Get these out of there. Okay. Now, we're going to try to stamp again and test this out. I'm almost at 20 minutes, so I'm almost done here. So, Press down, press down, press down. Trying to get all my score tape out of here. I think the score tape with smaller stamps wouldn't be as big of a deal. Wow. Now along the edge, it did not. It's probably I probably didn't get it inked well enough. But the glory of the Misti is if you get something that's not inked well, you could go back and re-ink and stamp it again. Just keep it in that corner. It's one thing I love about this Misti. But I think that's part of the stamp, because as you can see here, it's a little bit better. I could probably do it a third time. But that's my little frugal idea. I think the frugal crafter would like this one. I just may have to send her this video. Anyhow, I thank you for watching, and you have a great day.